Self-discipline isn't about white-knuckling your way through life with sheer willpower. That's a trap. It's exhausting and unsustainable. Instead, the ancient Stoics saw discipline as a system of principles, a practical philosophy for resilience and focus, especially under pressure. This video isn't about punishing yourself. It's about building a calm, unshakable foundation. We'll walk through 12 actionable Stoic principles, starting with the most fundamental shift in thinking. So if discipline isn't about raw willpower, what is it? The Stoics said it starts with a single, liberating distinction. They called it the dichotomy of control. It's the practice of sorting everything in your life into two columns. What is up to you, and what is not? Your judgments, your actions, your desires, these are within your power. External events, other people's opinions, the past, these are not. This is the foundational discipline of mental energy. It ends the exhausting fight against the uncontrollable, freeing your focus for what you can actually change. The next principle builds directly on that distinction. It's called amor fati, a Latin phrase meaning love of your fate. This isn't passive acceptance. It's the active choice to embrace everything that happens, including the obstacles, as necessary fuel. When you see a setback not as a derailment, but as part of the training regimen itself, resistance transforms into resolve. That's how you build a discipline that doesn't fight reality, but uses it. The next discipline is proactive. The Stoics called it premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. It's not pessimism. It's a mental rehearsal. You deliberately visualize potential setbacks, from a traffic jam to a critical work email. By facing these possibilities calmly in your mind, you drain their shock value. You're no longer reacting to a surprise, but executing a plan you've already considered. This practice builds the discipline of a prepared mind, making you far less reactive when real friction arrives. And it leads directly to our next principle. The Stoics had a final, powerful tool for discipline. Memento mori, Latin for remember you must die. This isn't about morbidity. It's about urgency. By keeping your mortality in mind, you clarify what truly matters. It shrinks trivial distractions and instills the discipline to act on your priorities now, because time is your most finite, non-renewable resource. This perspective doesn't paralyze you, it focuses you. And that focus is what will elevate next. By zooming out, after contemplating your own mortality, the Stoics would take you even further out. They practiced the view from above, a mental exercise of zooming out to see your life from a cosmic or historical scale. From this vast perspective, your daily worries and ego-driven slights shrink to insignificance. It's a discipline that dissolves pettiness, allowing you to act from principle, not fleeting emotion. This clears the mental clutter, making the disciplined choice, the one aligned with your character, the obvious one. And that clarity is what we'll capture next, through writing. For the Stoics, journaling wasn't a diary for venting. It was a daily philosophical audit. You write to objectively examine your judgments and actions against your principles. This creates a tangible record, turning self-reflection into a disciplined practice of accountability and progress. This is the Stoic discipline of pausing before you accept your first, raw impression of an event. That initial feeling, anger, panic, desire, is just a suggestion. The discipline is to create a gap between that stimulus and your response. In that space, you can choose a reasoned judgment over a reactive emotion. This is how you build the discipline to act, not just react. Marcus Aurelius wrote of building an inner citadel, a fortress of character constructed through your reasoned choices. This is the ultimate discipline, making your sense of worth and resolve independent of external validation or circumstance. When this inner fortress is strong, no outside praise can inflate you, and no criticism can truly shake you. Your discipline becomes self-contained, powered from within. The final Stoic discipline is about where you place your attention. It's the principle of focusing your energy solely on the right action itself, the quality of your effort, your preparation, your execution, and releasing your attachment to the outcome. This builds unshakable discipline because it frees you from the paralysis of perfectionism and the emotional roller coaster of results. Your job is to act with excellence. The rest is not your business. The Stoics saw the universe as a single, living organism. Sympathia is the principle that we are fundamentally connected to it and to each other. This transforms discipline. Your actions aren't just for you. They're for the health of the whole. Duty stops being a burden and becomes a source of resilient, purposeful energy. The final principle isn't about achieving more, but about finding sufficiency in what you already have and do. The Stoics called this autarkia, self-sufficiency. It's the disciplined satisfaction of knowing your effort is enough, regardless of the outcome. This ends the exhausting cycle of "I'll be happy when." That burns out willpower. Contentment, in this sense, isn't passive. It's the fuel for calm, focused, and sustainable action. So how do you turn 12 principles into one unbreakable daily system? Start with a 5-minute morning ritual. First, journal. Review what is in your control today. Then, premeditatio. Visualize one potential friction point and your calm response. Finally, take the view from above for 10 seconds. See your day from a cosmic scale. This daily loop builds the discipline that feels effortless because it's woven into your perspective,